This affirmation is, I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So I think what this card is telling us, that we need to trust our inner wisdom. For a lot of you guys, you've already done some generational trauma work, some generational curse work. You might have even inherited some of the progress from an ancestor of yours. If any of you do an ancestral work, you sometimes might have dreams or visions where you interact with your ancestor, and maybe like if they don't speak, mine didn't speak, you might get a general vibe of maybe what they've done for you, or, you know, where's the next step and things like that. So for a lot of you guys, you might be struggling with your inner wisdom. I started this reading before and I was like, saying you're at a place where you do trust it. But as I was going through the reading, I was like, that's not the vibe I'm getting here at all. These are these steps to trust our inner wisdom. That's what I'm more of getting from this reading. First, we have content with what I have. So for a lot of people, you've been progressing a lot and you want to continue to progress. And this is telling you that it's okay to have moments where you stop and just be content with how much work you have done to get to where you are currently. Don't get wrapped up in comparing yourself to other people or feeling like crap because you're not at a place you wanted to be in the past. We can't control really sometimes what happens to us, you know, we can't control the world. So if you had this idea that by 30 you were going to have X, Y, and Z all lined up, and then you are getting closer to 30, or you passed that, whatever, and that didn't happen, that's okay. I have make the best of it. We are in dark times, but humanity has always been in dark times, right? We have very brief pockets of massive progression. And we did have some of that within the last, I would say like 50 years or so. We did see a lot of progress really quickly. And now we're seeing kind of a pushback to that because of how much progress has happened in general. And this is globally, not just here in the US where I am. It's just like globally, there was a lot of progress in different areas. Some places the progress was not good and went in the opposite direction, but overall, we're at this aspect right now where in general, things are just not great. And it's saying, make the best of where you are right now and how much work you've done. I think that's the most important thing to remember, is how much work you've done personally to get to where you are right now. Even if you're not where you want to be, even if you're not, you know, you feel that the life you wanted was stolen from you. I know a lot of millennials feel that way. A lot of millennials feel like the dream of like not only owning a home, but like just feeling comfortable and just living a life where your basic needs were met. You just had to work to get it. That just never happened for a lot of people. And so we're in this situation now where we're forced to make the best of it and to trust our inner wisdom into leading us through this dark period. I have practice. So I think a lot of us need to practice this contentment. I definitely do. Sometimes I get really upset about, you know, things not being the way they are. I do practice radical acceptance though, with things that I cannot control. As a chronically ill person and then someone who has struggled in the workforce in general, I've had to use radical acceptance a lot to just justify the way that my life is, or to justify the way that I need things to be just to function, you know? And so I think we need to practice a little bit more with being content with what we're making the best of. You know what I mean? We're not in the situations we want to be in, and we can't control what other people do. We can't control what happens globally, but what we can control is our reactions to it. And feeling hopeless and helpless is not going to really benefit anyone in this situation, you know? It's kind of like, that would be like the late stage of just completely giving up. And we need to not do that. We need to still build a community, and we need to still trust ourselves and trust that we can make the most out, make the best, you know what I mean? Make the most out of what is currently happening. Let it flow, let it grow. And so this also tells me to kind of, like I was saying with radical acceptance, accepting the way that things are and kind of like letting your inner peace and wisdom grow within you as you like continue to unpack and do the work, you know? A lot of people are in situations where like you literally have nothing else going on. Like, you know, you might be struggling to find work. You might be just having more free time on your hands because there's just so much out of your control. It's just like, what do I do? You know, you're just sitting around like, and this is a reminder to kind of continue to grow that peace within you and grow that inner wisdom and learn more about yourself and your ancestors and do a lot. I've been pushing everybody to keep learning about history. So definitely keep learning about history. Oh, here we go. Anything you want to find, it's out there. So this is a reminder that resources are not actually as low as people would want us to think. Of course, we're having a hoarding issue currently. I've been getting readings repeatedly, and other spiritual people I, talk to have been getting readings as well about like a positive future and abundance being on the way. I'm really curious to see how that will play out. But this card is a reminder that there are resources everywhere. So, and a big resource for me is knowledge. So continue to learn, continue to use any time period you do have where you feel kind of hopeless and you don't really have like a particular passion or thing you're working on. Try to use that to focus on your inner work, your inner wisdom, and to learn more about history, because those things are usually intertwined, right? Whenever we know what happened in the past, we can learn from what happened, in the same way that whenever we have a connection with our ancestors, we can learn from what they experienced. So look for it and let it grow within you. And that's what I have for this reading today. I'll say the affirmation again though. I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So continue to stay safe. And if you liked my video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. I'm going to start doing personal readings again. So if you would like a personal reading, DM me and I'll be listing the prices and things for that soon. So thank you, and I will see you next time.